things that like shocks me if I forget to record. All right. Okay, guys. Like, what's today? June 6th. All right. So this call was supposed to happen last night, and then we had a baseball game. And would you believe they rescheduled our baseball game last night? And it's tonight. But anyway, so I didn't want to like have this call at 8:00, just, last minute. But I did want to talk to you guys today about getting to Success Club early. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. And like I said, I don't have any slides. I don't have anything because I'm not prepared. They are like putting can lights in my office and in my kitchen, and they showed up just like 2 hours ago. And it's been a little bit of a crazy morning. So I don't have anything, but I'm going to talk, and I think Timmy's going to talk, and Jade is actually going to talk too about Sean Week and how to maximize it to grow your business, to find new people, to help your challengers, and how to do that, and what we're going to do next week in our group a little bit too. But as of today, like I didn't even check our downline. I know that like the other day I had 2 Success Club points. Mandy Castile has 2 Success Club points, and that's all I had seen. I don't know. Jay, did you say your new coach had points already? 4. She's got 4. She's beating us all. All right. That's awesome. Lakin or Larkin? Larkin. Sorry. Crazy. I don't know anything today. Larkin. So that's awesome, guys. It is June 6th. And I will tell you, so this is something to be mindful of with Sean Week. Like Beachbody obviously is pushing us to do it, pushing us to teach our coaches to do it. And to utilize that to find new people, to help new people, to convert those people to challengers with all access challenge packs, which is good. And that's the goal. That's the idea. But I find myself personally like losing focus on my regular challenge group, and I don't want to lose that steam. Like I have probably 3 or 4 people who are ready to sign up for my June 19th challenge group, but they haven't done it yet. And that's what I'm going to talk about today is like getting Success Club over and out of the way, have those people lined up at the end of every month so that the next month you're ready to go. You just hit it, you move on, you have that confidence, you just can plow forward, knowing that you hit that goal. But I personally am losing focus on that. And it's frustrating, but I really see the value of Sean Week, and I see the value of doing that for people. If you can get them to sign up with that 14-day trial and pouring into people who maybe would not normally just jump into a regular challenge group with a challenge pack. Okay. But I want to encourage you, if you choose to do Sean Week, or however, if you just invite to it and you're not promoting it, however you choose to do it, just be mindful that your goal is to get people started with Shakeology or Shakeology and All Access or something, and if you can't do both at the same time, I wouldn't do Sean Week. Honestly, I would not promote Sean Week if you can't fully focus on getting a challenge group started, running a challenge group, and getting people in there, at least 3 new people this month. If it's going to distract you too much, like Carl Deichler would probably fire me for saying this, but don't do it. Like, I would focus on your challenge group and hitting your goals. So my strategy at the beginning this is just kind of my process every month. And I'm going to put this in writing for you guys so that you have it down. But you've seen me. We talked about that funnel. We did a team call on the funnel about constantly having people to come into your invite funnel. You're contacting new people. You're adding new friends. You're sending hey girl messages. You're sending happy birthday messages. You're starting conversations. You're connecting genuinely over. Sometimes not Beachbody stuff. Sometimes it is fitness related, because obviously people are going to ask us about the things that we're posting about, right? If we're consistently posting, if we're doing our 3 to 5 posts a day, then people are going to know what you're about. Number one, that's very important. You're not posting. People are not going to have any clue what you're talking about when you private message them, right? But we're always bringing people into that funnel. And guys, I never, ever stop. I don't care if I'm at Success Club. I had Success Club 32 last month, and I did not stop bringing people into my funnel, because when I stop, those Success Club points stop. right? And so like what I do is, even though I hit Success Club, I'm still messaging, I'm still adding friends. I may not be directly saying, hey, do you want to join a challenge group to people every day? But I'm constantly bringing people into my funnel, and I'm having conversations. It may be about their babies. It may be about a workout video I did that morning. It may be about Shakeology. It may not be, but I'm always, always, always have these conversations open, and I'm tracking them. All right. So that even the people that say no to me, I still keep those conversations open. Like somebody just messaged me a little while ago, somebody who it was actually an old challenger who had dropped off, had kind of quit, and I still, like, even though she just really didn't do anything, she bought a challenge pack and she didn't really do anything, I still kept that conversation open. I think that if you could take one thing away from what I'm saying today, it's to always, always, always build and keep those conversations going, no matter what their response, or no matter if they don't respond at all. Like, I'm always keeping contact with people. And, you know, it may not be like, I don't message everybody, the same person every single day or anything like that, but I always have this list, and I do it in Google Streak now. I think I showed you guys that one time on our call, but I keep up with these people I'm in conversations with in Google Streak. And so like whenever the brand new month rolls around, like I'm telling you, June 1st rolls around, I open up my Google Streak and I like shut everything else off. I don't think about like team posts or team calls or anything like that. Rachel Mitchell sits down in front of Google Streak and I pull up those names and I get to work sending messages. Hey girl, I know you were interested in a challenge group a couple months ago. It just wasn't a good time. You asked me to follow up. I'm talking to you first because I want you to have one of the first spots in this challenge group this month. If you're still interested, let me know and I will save your spot and we will get you started this month. Hey girl, you know, like I know that you were so busy, you were waiting for the kids to get out of school, y'all had a vacation you were planning to go on, but I know you really, really, really wanted to do something about your health. Have your goals changed? Are you still committed to this? Let's do it. You know, like I'm sitting down and going through that list and sending message after message after, I mean, like I will probably send like 20 or 30 messages. Hey bud, in one on that first day, if not more. And so like I am hustling, going through all those conversations that I've worked so hard to either start, to create. Not right now. Go eat some lunch. Not right now. Go. You want to say hi to my friends?
Hello.
Okay. Hopefully that'll do him and he'll stay out for a little bit. But anyway, so that's what I do. Like at the beginning of every month, like I don't stop until I at least get 2 points on the board. Why do just 2 points matter? Because honestly, when that big fat egg pops up in my Coach Online office, like I get this I mean, every month, I've been a coach for almost 3 years. Like every month when I see that 0 in my Coach Online office, just kind of like, oh, you know, like I'm at 0. And then when I see it pop up to 2, like I'm just at 2 right now. But I know it's almost just like, it's like this, like, I mean, it is a compound effect, you know, like it's like this ripple effect. If I get 2, I can get 2 more. If I got 4, I can hit Success Club 6 real easy, you know? And so it is honestly, the reason I do this is, yes, I want to hit Success Club, but it is a mental battle for me. If I sit at Success Club 0 for 5, 10, 15 days, my confidence in myself, my confidence in my ability to lead, my confidence in my ability to recruit just kind of goes down. It tickers down. And I see that happen with you guys and other people on our larger team. And so like I have just created this system so that like in my conversations, in my daily behaviors, in my power hours, I am always doing just those really simple, basic things to start conversations, to keep conversations going, to invest in people, to let them know that what I am doing, what I am inviting them to is always there. It always works, and that they are welcome at any time. And I will never, ever, ever close out a conversation with someone who tells me no without saying, can I follow up with you next month? Can I follow up with you in 2 months? Can I follow up with you when the kids go back to school? And then I just take their name and I transfer it over to whatever date that I'm supposed to follow up with them. And then, you know, it's just, I've always got this funnel open of people that are interested, want to later join a challenge group. And it just works. And honestly, guys, I'm not doing anything special. I am not doing anything like profound. Like, I am not that creative. I am not full of tons of ideas. Like, I am just daily doing those 4 vital behaviors. And that's how I hit Success Club. And so, like, if I showed you my Google Streak right now, like, I probably have like 30 people in my Hey Girl section, or maybe even more. Like, I probably got 30 or 40 people in my challenge group invite funnel that are people who said they wanted to do it, or I invited and they never did anything. So, like, I get tons and tons of no's, but it's just because I'm starting so many conversations. Like, I get enough yeses to hit Success Club every month. And so, like, I want to encourage you guys, like, don't sit on it. Don't think, oh, my challenge group doesn't start to the 19th, or I'll push it back to the 26th because I've got time. You've got to, like, reverse that thinking. You've got to say, I've got to be at Success Club 5 before my challenge group starts. I've got to be at Success Club 5 by the 10th. Like, set a date and, like, work like your life depends on it. Work like your children's, like, next meal depends on you getting to Success Club, because you have to work with that intensity in this business, with that focus. If you're going to help people, if you're going to hit your goals, and if you are going to grow this business, because that is, as much as I don't want to be like that team that's just, like, I was telling Jade this today, like, we're not that team that just, like, it's like, go hard and fast until we hit this goal, and just, like, we're not going to think about anything else. It's just, like, numbers oriented. I think that, like, we're good at relationships, and we're good at pouring into people, and Success Club is important. Like, I don't want to say it's not important just because we just want to focus on the feels. But Success Club is important if we're going to grow this business, if we're going to find people to join our team, if we're going to help people. Like, I think that if I asked everybody on the team, what is your favorite part about coaching, we would probably all say challenge groups, right? We love our challenge groups. We love to pour into people. We love to help people get results. But we don't have challenge groups if we don't hit Success Club. And so that is just, like, however you have to, like, convince yourself that, this has got to be a priority. And honestly, guys, if you can do it early in the month, I would love for us to be a team that hits Success Club by, like, the 10th day of the month, or even the 15th day of the month, because it builds your confidence, it builds your courage, and those are 2 very important things to helping people be successful in this business. Timmy, you had some things to add to that?
Well, I was just saying the same thing. Like, we were talking about that, and I know me personally, the same thing. You see that goose egg, and it kind of like, and you start doubting yourself and stuff. So I've done the same thing. But we were also talking about, there's just, benefits. And were you going to talk about that, or do you want me to go ahead and share? Okay. So just, like, there's some cool benefits of it, and you didn't even realize it. But when you're, obviously when you hit Success Club, in the month or whatever, that's great. And that sometimes we get these little prizes and these little things for the month. But the cool thing, and I didn't even realize it, and I went on, wow, for being a coach and not even realizing it, when you get your 12 months, you become, a Success Club All-Star. And then if you do it for 24 months, you become a Success Club All-Star Legend. So the cool thing is like, when we have a chance to register for things, so say, like, you're not a premier coach or you're not an elite coach, but they reward you for your consistency. So when you're getting to register for, Summit and for track, and also, like, it was for the actual Success Club trips, and it's a little different now, but it still definitely has everything to do with it, because the Success Club trips, have to do with how many Success Club points you are, how many people you're helping, but, like, you get to register earlier, so you have the chance of picking exactly what you want. So I know there was times, like, I the first Success Club, this one trip, I didn't get to pick everything, the room that I wanted and everything, because I wasn't maybe as consistent about getting it. I was squeezing it in at the last minute. Therefore, all the people that rocked it in the beginning and were just adding to their Success Club points afterwards, after they've already hit in the beginning, of the 5 by the 5th and the 10 by the 10th or the 15th, and they had a chance to actually add to it, have it icing on the cake. And so you get a chance to get just be rewarded for doing what we're supposed to do, helping people because we want to, and you get to register for those things early. So that is just a kind of a cool thing too, because you're not waiting with the rest of the pack. I will know for different things before, when I first started coaching, I was down at the bottom because I wasn't always really consistent. And I had missed a couple in there and I didn't quite realize how important it was. So I mean, if you're really wanting to do this to help others, that is just obviously what we want to be our focus and our goal. And there was like another, I'm trying to think of the thing. So obviously the Success Club trip, you get now it is based on like your overall points. So the first, I think top 5,000 coaches were the ones that were invited. And basically, it's just you being consistent. So if you want a chance to be able to earn those trips because of the cool things that you can do and talk about it and use it as like a part of how cool coaching is, it is hitting that, but also that might, we want to hit it and then be able to add to it a little bit. So the further you are up on that ladder, the better choices of rooms you could get, and you get to choose where you want to be. So I think that's just important on itself versus maybe on not only having certain choices. So it just helps reward you to help reward other people.
Yeah. And I think too, it's a confidence thing. It is such a confidence thing. And obviously Success Club means we're helping people. That's like number one in our business. But, I just keep thinking about that. Everybody says that big fat egg in your Coach Online office, that big 0, and just seeing 2 points. And guys too, like when you're hitting Success Club and you're Emerald and above, some months 6, 8 of my Success Club points come from leads who ordered a challenge pack. So there's a huge benefit to being Emerald and hitting Success Club because you're getting leads, and those leads are eventually, a lot of them do end up ordering challenge packs. And that, I see those pop up in my Coach Online office, and I do a little happy dance at my desk because I'm I didn't even have to do anything. Maybe they've probably been reading my emails I've been sending them. And hopefully they're using that all access link that I put in there sometimes. But, that's just points you don't even have to work for. And so I was just thinking about this. I was brainstorming this because a lot of people do ask me how I hit Success Club every month, and especially so much earlier in the month. I was just making notes, but I think that, even in that Confidence Club group that we have going on, I shared with you guys that picture yesterday of this chick who sent me the Rodan and Fields invitation thing, right? And I'm about to send her a link to sign up as a challenger because I just, instead of ignoring her message, or instead of, just saying, no, thanks, I don't want anything. I just responded with, hey, no, I love Rodan and Fields. I already have somebody, but hey, can I tell you about my next challenge group? Do you have any health and fitness goals? And so that, do you have any health and fitness goals is a line that I use almost every single time. Because when I'm talking to people, whether I contact them about their family photos, whether I contact them about their family vacation, whether I ask them about where did you get that pretty plant or pot or something, before if the opportunity never opens up for me, if they don't ask me about being a coach or challenge groups, I can always say, hey, this may be random, but I'm planning. This is exactly what I say. If the conversation does not turn on its own to challenge groups, I will tell somebody that I've started a conversation with, that I've been talking to for a little while. I say, I know this may sound random, but I'm a health and fitness coach, and I'm actually working on my next faith and fitness accountability boot camp. And I just wanted to ask you, do you have any health and fitness goals that you're working towards? Would you be interested in learning more about what that group is? And most people are like, yeah, I actually need to lose 20 pounds. Well, tell me about it. What do I do? And then I just invite them to the event page where I'm posting every day. They start to follow me. Once you ask somebody that question, they're like, hey, what is this chick about? And then they'll start to follow your posts a lot closer. And so don't be afraid to ask, because every single person that has two legs, is walking this earth, has health and fitness goals. And you're not going to offend somebody by asking that question. They're not going to think she thinks I'm fat. They're not going to think, she's just trying to sell me something. Like, everybody has health and fitness goals. Shakeology and challenge groups may not end up being right for them, but at least you've offered it and you've put it out there. And so like today, like honestly guys, like I'm challenging you guys today on Tuesday, June the 6th, to go out, bust out your tracker, follow up with at least 30 people you've talked to before, and just say, I know it wasn't right before, but I just had this feeling in the gut of my stomach that I needed to reach out to you again and see if you wanted to join my challenge group this month. If you don't, that's totally okay. But at least I know that, I reached out and gave you the opportunity again. And then like start a conversation with about, 30 more people, and you guys and we could all be at Success Club by the end of the week. I truly believe that. And so do you guys have any questions for me or anybody about how I do that, or about my tracking or anything like that? Hold on a second. Let me, does anybody else have any questions about like Success Club, or do you want to like share what your strategy is or anything? I know Andrea's gotten really a lot bolder about asking people. Maybe I need to get you to do a call sometime about that. All right. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to unmute Jade. Jade is going to talk about how to maximize, like, and how to really use Sean Week, what you could be doing to invite people to the group, and talking about kind of maybe like next week during our groups, adding value and converting them to the All Access Challenge Pack. I'm going to mute myself, Jade, if you want to take it.
Okay, awesome. All right, so I'm just going to talk to you about some marketing ideas and how you can market but also add value to the people that you're inviting and different things like that. So that's basically the best thing about Sean Week, is that it allows you to add value to people who are interested, but they're not sold on this completely. They want to get a taste of what this is, what do you expect from them. They kind of get a vibe from you. What are you as a coach? And so it really adds value to what you're doing. And one thing that they said was, usually when you invite people to your free group, that 1 out of 10 will, go on to your next challenge group, sign up with the challenge pack, and, want to be in your next challenge group. So, even though you invite all these people to your free group and they want to jump in and they chime in, they participate, only about, normally it's 1 out of 10 that will commit to, buy a challenge pack. And I know that a lot of us get, really frustrated, and we look at free groups like they're more of a burden than they are helpful. But if you go into it with a mindset knowing, okay, maybe, just 1 out of 10 is going to be committed to the next, instead of thinking everybody's going to join, then that will kind of help your mindset when you are doing a free group. So that kind of helped me not to get, frustrated or think that this was a waste of my time. And I know that I've heard some of you voice the same thing. So I wanted to share that. But like I said, it's good that we do these free groups, and especially for Sean Week, because it helps build the relationships. You are able to reach out to more people. They get to see you and the value that you have to offer. But it's also just being able to reach out to them. Like Rachel said, it doesn't have to be about fitness. It can be about whatever that you see on their page. And you're also setting yourself up for success, because it's more than about Sean Week and his workouts. Because you think about it, they're signing up for the free 14 days. Well, as soon as Sean Week is over, then the Shift Shop is coming out, and that starts the following week. So you can really play on that and use that to your advantage, and maybe start a group for that. But let's see. Oh, and another thing that sets you up for success is once they sign up for that free 14 days, they not only get to see Sean Week, they also get to see all the other options that they have on Beachbody On Demand that really can be a good eye-opener to say, hey, this is a really good deal. I see that I have more than one option, and it just provides a good visual so that they see it's more than just one workout. I have, 21-day fix or a core to force, and they have all the nutrition and the workout calendar. And so that's a really good way to help set you up for success too. So what is Sean Week? We pretty much already know what that is, but if you have any questions or, look over the Coach FAQ, it's Coach FAQ 2487. I read over it some because I was curious as to when the workouts were going to be posted and, if they were going to stay on there. It's not there. So that's why I was confused, but there's some other good information there. And if I were you, I would just read over it. So that way you're a little bit more familiar, and that way you can help answer questions that your free group challengers are going to have. Let's see, one other thing. Oh yeah, be familiar with Beachbody All Access options, because you're going to have, your challengers ask questions, and you don't want to just kind of be like a deer in headlights and I know how to answer it. Be, ready to answer. So kind of just, review some of those things, because it's not, you don't get the 30 days for free anymore. You get the, the 14 days. So you don't want to mislead or misinterpret something. Let's see. I've already said that. Okay, good. All right, yeah. So now to try to, market and put to put Sean Week out there, first we got to put it all in writing. So it's good to, you can type it up, you can write it out. But one thing that we need to do is all the people that have said maybe next month or not right now, I spent too much money on this last month, et cetera, et cetera. There's all kinds of excuses that we've heard. Reach back out to them. Let them know, hey, this is a free group. This is going to be awesome. Sean T is the one who did Insanity. Go with that, and then show them that where they sign up, all that stuff. So put that, put your goals in writing, and I would make a list of people who are your past challengers, who are people who said no, not right now, or people who just haven't even responded back to you. Still reach back out to them and say, hey, this is a free group that I would like you to be a part of. It's free for 14 days. All you have to do is this right here, and giving them information. So yeah, invite the ones who are past, present, and future. They're not right now people, and create a list. Like I said, it's 1 out of 10 who are going to join your challenge group the following month. So send out like 100 invites, or so, just so that you can have that compound effect happen. And then let's see, I'm looking at my notes, sorry. Okay, then after you do that, after you've done all your invites and you've messaged, it's a good idea to start making your jabs on your Facebook page or your Instagram. At least 1 out of 4 or 1 out of 3 of your posts need to be related to Sean Week. So you need to be jabbing about it, so that way you can refresh their memory, because sometimes people read the messages and they don't respond, because I'm terrible at it. They get busy, they're doing something, and they forget. So once they see your jabs in your Facebook, then it's going to jog their memory, and they're probably going to follow up with you then. But also, it takes at least 20-something times for somebody to act, for it to click. So you want to keep jabbing. You want to keep making sure that people see it. Just like Rachel said, she was doing a countdown. That's awesome, because that's the jabs. Those are good marketing jabs for that. So another thing that when I was watching this video, that was a really good, sorry, Garrett walked in. That was a really good idea was, for the following challenge group. So say Sean Week is over, you're trying to, reach out to your challengers to follow up for the next challenge group. Use the app as a selling point. I thought that was really cool. I never thought about it like that, but it's okay to, run the free group in the app, but they were talking about how you use the app as a selling point and say, sorry, this is only for my, challengers. It just kind of makes it more personalized, I guess. Makes you feel more of a team when you say this is only, for people who do this. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then create an event for your for Sean Week. because that way you can keep adding different things into the event. So like maybe some before and afters of people who've done Insanity or a size or the T25. So that will add value when you use the event. And giveaway for referrals. So I thought that was a really good idea. So let's say people are giving you referrals, then you can do a drawing to give away a prize because those people gave you referrals. And like, for example, people who gave on my Facebook post, I said, tag friends. If you tag friends, then your name gets to go into a bucket, and you're going to get free 7 days worth of Shakeology to go along with the free 7-day Sean Week. So that's one thing that I'm doing to add value for people who are giving me referrals. And then, this was really cool too, Rachel. I wanted to get your opinion on it. It said run the preseason in the event page. So instead of having like the prep week in, the first week, do it in the event page so people can see, like what it's all about and all that stuff. Do you think that's a good idea? I mean, I thought it was kind of cool, but I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like, would there be any benefit to doing it in both? Like do it privately and publicly?
Yeah. I just one thing that they had said, and I was like, I've never thought about that. I didn't know how.
Yeah, because prep week is just it's talking about the stuff that they gave in that guide. You could definitely do it in, because it would make sense, like for people who maybe haven't joined yet, because I'm like that guy, according to that guide, they're like already like your group. You should be doing prep week. Like I was going to start it on Thursday, and I was just doubling up the posts, like 2 posts on Thursday, 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday. So I think you could definitely do it in that event page. But my only thing with event pages is that I think some people get confused and they actually think they're in the group.
Yeah. I know, because I have a lot of people who will, join or say that they want to do it, and then I follow up with them and it's like cricket. So they think that joining the event makes them a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Almost done. Okay, and then, you've already mentioned this, Rachel, but send a follow-up email and message to make sure that they sign up, that they have signed up, because people are getting hesitant when they have to put in their credit card. So I would follow up and make sure, everything is fine. And I was going to ask, I was also going to talk about Streak. I guess because I was so busy with school and everything, I've heard of it, but I have not, done it. But I went and signed up for it right before this call. So I'm pretty excited to actually put that into motion to see how that works out for me. But anyways, to use Streak to help follow up with your emails, because it shows the little green eyeballs to say who's read your emails. And that way you can follow up with them saying, see if they have signed up. If they haven't, then reach back out to them. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's talking about the credit card. We've talked about that. And to help them, ease their mind about the credit card, say that I'm going to post into the group a reminder, hey, FYI, you will be charged in 14 days to follow up, that kind of thing with your Beachbody On Demand if you would like to continue. And then, you follow up with them individually to talk about the All Access Pass. But anyways, so that can kind of help ease some of their anxiety about joining when they have to put in a credit card. Okay. I think that's all.
I think that's good. And hey, Jade, if you want to stay on, I can show you my Google Streak whenever I'm done. But yeah, I think just the more, even those simple posts, like I saw a bunch of you guys do it, and I did it too, like we're on Facebook, you type the words and then you pick the colored background. Those are really good. Like people notice those. And I did it with that radish post last night, and I had a ton of comments. So if you use that to catch people's attention, hey, where are all my Shaun T fans at? Or, hey, would you be willing to sign up you can even say this, would you be willing to sign up for a 14-day trial to Beachbody On Demand just to crush some Shaun T workouts with me for a week? So you kind of know, let them know up front that you're going to have to sign up for something. And so, like, I might even post about that in my event page. Like, I've got a lot of people worried because they have to sign up for this trial, but this is what the trial is. Like, you will have 14 days to use this to try not only Shaun T, but the new Shift Shop workout that comes out on June 19th. And then you can decide if you want to keep it or not. If you don't, there's no problems. You just have to cancel it, and you're not charged anything. But it is required to be able to access the Shaun T workouts, right? So just, be straightforward with people and show them what they have to do. Okay, so hold on, we've got questions here. Let's see. Pop out. How do I do that? Oh, cool. All right. When Lindsay said when they sign up for the 14-day trial, do they actually download the app? They can only access something. They can, I don't know. I would think if they have the trial, they can use the app too. Because they'll have a login. Yeah. Becca said, I start my challenge group on the 12th. So I think if I do decide to do a 7-day free group for the All Access on Demand, I might do that with Shift Shop or Shaun T for the week of the 19th. Okay. Yeah. But the dang thing wouldn't work. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So like, I wish that they had that little dang thing in the challenge groups. Like in our closed groups, because I like that. It's easy to read it. Uh-huh. Okay, so there was something else I was going to say while you were talking. I thought about saying something while you said something. I don't know what it was. But do you guys have any more questions about Shaun Week? And again, like I said, like if it just totally, like you also have the option, like if it just totally overwhelms you, I think it's a good way to find new people, because honestly, when I put out that post about, that first one I did with the black background, and all the people that responded to that were brand new people. Like they were people who have never joined a challenge group with me. And part of that is because people who see free maybe aren't necessarily willing to invest in their health right now. But I also look at Shaun Week as a way to, give away a free meal plan, give people workouts to do, because people are always saying they don't know what to do or they don't have the money or whatever. And this just addresses all those objections. And, honestly, if somebody's not willing to sign up for a free trial, they're not going to buy a challenge pack. So, you got to look at it that way too. But anyways, I think it's a cool thing. I think there's a lot of Shaun T people out there that will love it. And I think the workouts are going to be a little hard, but there is a modifier. So, and like Carrie and I were talking about too, she said, do you think this is going to be too hard for a lot of people? And I said, possibly, but if it is, they have a 14-day trial to Beachbody On Demand. They could switch and do the 21-day fix, or they could do UV2 or, something else. So like, don't shy away from certain people just because you think maybe they couldn't do these workouts. Like if they just say they can still do the group and just do a different workout. So that would definitely be an option, because with this now, everybody gets access to all the workouts, not just certain ones. Okay. And like I told, maybe I can't right now. Hold on. Like if you're not going to run your own, if you need to put people into mine, you can. But I definitely encourage you if you have enough people to run your own. But don't worry about it if you don't. Okay. Timmy, are you running one?
I'm actually not. I will be out of town, and I felt like I wouldn't do good justice for it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just concentrating on that, which I will do it and I'll talk about it because I love Shaun T and I know I'll do it when I'm on vacation, but I knew I couldn't be on vacation and do a good challenge.
Yeah.
Could do a good free group.
Yeah. Good deal. All right. Well, that's all I got. Hey, if you're going to be at Summit, would you stay on the call, guys, just for a second? Okay. If you're not going to be at Summit, then we are done. All right.